There's a mentality I am not loving in men. Personally, I honor every human, be it a woman or a man, and I believe there's none above the other. That's my stand. Everybody deserves respect, both woman and man. But now there has been this problem whereby everything is being turned into a gender fight. Like you can see, for true, this person has done wrong. Your fellow brother has done wrong. But instead of being silent, or instead of speaking sense or speaking words that are making sense, you are busy there standing with your gender. You're busy there saying God of men. You're busy saying fear women. You're busy saying may the God of men come. And obviously you can see what is going on. My question is, how safe are your daughters? How safe are your wives? How safe are your sisters? My question is, if you have this mentality, what will happen when you see your son mistreat their wife? Will you support them? Will you be okay with it? Will you be silent? Do we have to play, like, do you always have to play reverse psychology on us? I understand the boy child has been the girl child has been prioritized and all that, but does it change the fact that everybody is human and everybody deserves to be treated well despite the gender? Will wrong become right just because it's a man or a woman who did it? Does that change? It doesn't change. You don't have to play the victim in everything, even in obvious issues. If you don't have anything to say, sometimes just for the sake of those who look up to you. Because I'm wondering, if you carry the mentality whereby it's all about women, it's all about men, it's all about supporting men, does that mean that when your fellow man, your fellow brother is doing wrong, you cannot stand and correct them because you already have the belief that women should be feared? You already have an existing mentality about women. And that leaves me with the question, what boys are you raising? What girls are you raising? Will your daughter be comfortable to tell you, Daddy, I am coming home because my husband is doing this and this to me? If this is the mentality you have towards women, that a woman should persevere even in what is hurting her, does it mean that your daughter will not feel safe to come to you and tell you, Daddy, I am not comfortable? Does it mean that you will still prioritize your gender over humanity or over the safety of your daughter? When your sister, your sibling comes home crying, will you take her back immediately to where she came from? Is it why we get so many women chased away by their own brothers when they run home for safety, when their marriages fail? Is it because of this mentality? Your wives, oh God, how safe are your wives? If this is the mentality you have, then how do you treat your wives? If this is the mentality you have, how do you see your wife? If you already see yourself as a man, as a victim, and there's nothing good that can come out of a woman, what are you doing with a woman in your house? Let us learn to call a spade a spade. Some things, it's not about gender. Let truth be truth. Sometimes you don't have to support everything. You don't have to speak, because mostly what you're projecting is your fears. And what you end up doing is tagging. You end up tagging women who fight for other women. You tag them as feminists. And they could be. We have so many feminists. But not every woman who fights for another woman becomes a feminist. This is the mentality that has made you tag all the women you call single mothers as women who don't have sense, as women who don't have a voice. You guilt trip them because you already have a concluded mentality. You already have a concluded view about them. They have no say. They are not married. And the qualification of a good woman is being married. So how safe is your child? How safe is your sister? How safe is your small brother? How safe is your son? Are we recycling? Is this how we recycle raising sons who are not capable? Is this how we recycle having girls who have to tolerate toxicity because of the patriarchy? Because we have been told you have to persevere in marriage. Is this how we recycle the bad habits? Just because we have to meet some societal condition and conditioning. Just because there's a belief system that has been put that a marriage has to survive, come what may. A man has to be with a woman, no matter what happens, even if it means dying there. Stay in your marriage. When a woman dies, you are the first people to say, was she tied in that house? When the woman leaves, you are the first people to brand her. Single woman, she has no sense, she's immoral, she's this, she's this. Where exactly do you fit? That is one thing I've been asking myself. Stay in a toxic relationship, you are blamed. Get out of a toxic relationship, you are insulted. You are degraded. You are insulted. You are humiliated. The things that I've seen on these streets from men, husbands of women, I even pitied. Honestly, I pitied the women married to such men. A man who speaks evil of a woman really makes me pity his generation, makes me pity his siblings, his children, his wife. I try to understand and I just cringe. So it's possible to respect your mother. It's possible to respect your wife, but impossible to respect that woman outside just because she's not your wife, just because she's not your mother. And then after all, you come guilt tripping us, saying, God of boy child, where are you? Oh, the boy child has been forgotten. Oh, fear women. All these things. We are tired. We are tired of all these things. We are tired of all this manipulation and guilt tripping. There's nothing you'll ever do to tone us down. The era and the age of conditioning women and conditioning people to believe in a certain thing that is not working for them, it's gone. And that is the reality you have to accept. Women nowadays are not the same women who used to be tamed and caged. It's no longer like that. And you have to accept that. And yes, we have men who respect women. I have them around me. They respect women. They respect themselves, in short. Because when you respect yourself, you will end up respecting even everything around you. They exist. But unfortunately, most don't respect women. So unfortunate that you came out of one. So unfortunate.